Corruption is a serious issue in Malaysia. Corruption is a serious issue in Malaysia. It affects the government, businesses and the way people live. Typical types are bribery, power abuses, and favoritism. Malaysia has laws and agencies to fight corruption such as MAC. However, there is still a challenge of enforcement. The Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, MACC, have arrested 3 immigration department officers during an operation carried out on Monday as part of an investigation into a 10 million Malaysian ringgits corruption case involving the smuggling foreign nationals through Kuala Lumpur International Airport KLA Terminals 1 and 2 without proper immigration screening. Take a look at this data. It shows the Corruption Perceptions Index of Malaysia from 2021 to 2023. In 2023, Malaysia had a Corruption Perception Index CPI score of 50 points, an increase of 3 points from the previous year, after a downward trend. Since 2021, the increase in CPI could be attributed to high-profile corruption cases and investigations in the past year. Malaysia scored 50 points out of 100 on the 2024 Corruption Perceptions Index, reported by Transparency International. Corruption Index in Malaysia averaged 48.75 points from 2021 until 2024. There are some factors that cause corruption happen in Malaysia. One of the factor is monopoly and discretion in power combined with low transparency. When individuals or organizations have significant monopolistic power and discretionary authority in decision-making without sufficient transparency or oversight, it creates opportunities for corrupt behavior. This is because there is less chance of being detected or punished for abuse of power, making corruption more likely to occur. Next factors is low pay and poor institutional quality. Low salaries for public officials and civil servants, especially, and combined with weak institutions such as judiciary, low press freedom, and ineffective regulatory or control systems create incentives and fertile ground for corruption. Poor remuneration may drive some to seek illicit gains to compensate, while weak institutions fail to deter or punish corrupt acts effectively. To avoid bribes case happen, the receiver should maintain ethical behavior and reject bribes. This is important to avoid the misuse of powers and brings fairness in decision-making process, particularly in the office or corporate governance. Next, receivers, especially public officials or employees, must be transparent in their acts and must be accountable towards their actions. This involves respecting the law, like disclosure of assets and policy on conflict of interests, and collaborating with anti-corruption bodies to embrace integrity. It is the responsibility of individuals not to give bribes to the government officials so that the public can enjoy a corruption-free society and the rule of law can be maintained. The giver should encourage and practice ethical actions, discourage corrupt deals and collaborate with the anti-corruption authorities such as MACC to break the corrupt network. In conclusion,